Hey everybody, good morning. How you guys doing today? All right. So we need to have a conversation about getting older. I can't believe I'm actually going to say this, but we need to have a conversation about getting older. I really don't want to talk about this, but I'm going to talk about this and I'm just going to kind of give an overview of why we need to talk about this. Prav Jet. Hey Phil Drake, how you doing? Prav Jet Manga. How you doing there, Phil Drake? What's going on? How you guys doing? The title is just clickbait, okay? Don't worry about the title. I don't actually hate anybody on my YouTube channel, so ignore the title. It's just clickbait. I'm clickbaiting because, my YouTube channel is dying, so I don't even care anymore. But I wanted to talk to you guys today. I don't know if you guys are up for this. I know it's a Monday morning, so I know you guys got to go to work soon. But I want to talk about this real quick. Why does everything hurt when you get older? Why? Why? Can you guys answer that? Why do we hurt when we get older? You called in sick today. How's your anxiety? Um, my anxiety's been pretty bad over the last week. I haven't actually left my home in a couple of days. It's been pretty bad, pretty violent. I've just not been doing good. But I just realized that everything in your body starts to hurt when you start getting older, though. Yes, I have panic attacks. I just don't record them like I used to because every time I record a panic attack and upload them to YouTube, I get demonetized. Every video that I'm uploading about anxiety turns into gets demonetized now. I don't know why, but YouTube seems to dislike people who upload videos about anxiety, and they say it's not advertiser friendly. So I stopped uploading my actual panic attacks. Besides, I don't know if it's good for people to see them. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good thing. I don't know if it's a bad thing. Because nobody takes us seriously anymore. They think that we're just a big joke for the most part. So I don't really upload videos about anxiety. Just go out there, experience fear. Yeah, I experience fear just going outside my door now. I'm already on edge just getting outside the door, bro. I mean, just second I step outside the door, anxiety. I walk downstairs, walk up the stairs, anxiety. I step in the car, anxiety. I drive, I get anxiety. Um, the only time that I don't get anxiety, surprisingly, let me explain this and explain it carefully. The only time that I don't get anxiety is when I'm by myself in the middle of nowhere. I don't understand that. I'm so weird like that. I I don't understand that. When I am by myself in the middle of nowhere, I'm at my most peaceful. Even though I don't like being in the middle of nowhere, I notice that I don't have anxiety when I'm in the middle of absolute nowhere. I'm actually happy for some reason. I don't know how to explain that. I talked to my psychiatrist about that um, a few months ago, and I asked him, why do I feel better when I'm in the middle of nowhere by myself with nobody else? And he doesn't really have an answer for that. So I don't know. I mean, who the hell knows? I just feel better when I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm away from cell phones. I'm away from computers, lights, television, drama, violence. There's no violence in the middle of nowhere because there's nobody there. Maybe that's why. Maybe I feel comfortable because there's nothing there. I mean, obviously, I worry about what if I break down? What if I hit a deer? What if this happens? What if that happens? But I genuinely feel a lot happier when I'm driving in the middle of nowhere. I'll give you an example. When I was live streaming Oklahoma and chasing tornadoes, I felt less anxiety doing that than laying at home. Does that make any sense? Less anxiety by laying at home or by going and chasing tornadoes. Why is it that when I can drive 600 miles to Oklahoma and well 500 miles to Oklahoma, chase tornadoes and not have that much anxiety, but waking up in the morning I have terrible anxiety and panic attacks. But when I'm chasing tornadoes in Oklahoma, I'm not actually panicking. Wait, does that make any sense to anybody? Because your mind is busy. What do you mean? What do you mean there? Genesis uh Jimenez? What do you mean by that? Genesis Jimenez. What do you mean? At home you're just overthinking. So let me give you another example. Why is it that when I'm driving a car, I usually don't have as much anxiety as when I'm laying in bed watching TV, even though I don't have a TV? Can you explain that one, Hendrix FM? Why is it that when I'm driving a car on a freeway going 70 miles per hour, I don't usually panic as much as if I'm sitting down in my house watching YouTube videos? So what does that mean? What does that mean then? What does that mean if being at home makes me anxious, but being in a car at 70 miles per hour in the middle of Texas makes me happy? Why do I'm actually going to start crying here because I don't understand it. Why is it that when I'm in a car and I am in the middle of the dark, in the middle of the night, driving on Interstate 10, and in the middle of nowhere, I feel happier than when I am at home in my most comfortable position on a bed, or I'm watching a video, or if I'm playing old school RuneScape? Why do I feel happier when I'm traveling than when I'm at home? But I get anxious if I stay at a hotel room that I'm not familiar with. Like, let me give you an example. When I was doing that job in New York City, when I was driving for that driving job in New York City, and I was driving through every street that wasn't private, I was driving every single street in New York City and all of Long Island, literally the whole island, by the way, all of Long Island, and then Brooklyn, Bronx, New York, Connecticut, parts of Connecticut. Why is it that when I'm driving, I don't have that anxiety? Matter of fact, I didn't really have any panic attacks while I was driving doing that job. But that doesn't make sense. Because you're focused while driving. Okay. Okay, alright. I definitely have ADD or something. Okay, so why, when I'm distracted, does anxiety get less for the most part? So, when I'm driving a car thousands of miles in New York State, New Jersey, New York, Bronx, Brooklyn, most dangerous neighborhoods in Brooklyn, I don't have anxiety. But at home, I have anxiety attacks, I get vertigo and dizzy, but when I'm driving, it's not as bad. I'm so confused right now. It just doesn't make sense. Maybe it's something in your home that caused. No, 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 no. This has been happening in multiple every place that I've lived in California, in Dayton, Miami, New Jersey, here. It's the same. Every time I leave, it's like if you look at my old YouTube videos and you'll see my time lapse videos, like when I drove from San Antonio to Los Angeles. For some reason, I was happy. It's so weird. Like when I was driving in the mountains of California, I was happy. When I took my fiance to Palos Verdes, I was happy. I didn't have anxiety. And surprisingly, I didn't have anxiety at the hotel. I don't get it. I drove from Texas in the middle of the night. I know my live streams are somewhat still there. I know there's some live streams that were still there. I broadcasted on Verizon and AT&T at times, depending on the area that we're in. And how come... I'm so confused right now. Why is it that when I'm doing these long distance trips, knowing I'm hundreds of miles away from home, I am in the middle of nowhere. There's no gas stations, there's no radio stations, there's no people, there's no cars for hundreds of miles. I didn't really see any cars until I hit, like, I think it was Odessa or Midland, Odessa, or some random in the middle of nowhere town in Texas. And then going into New Mexico, I didn't have anxiety. I am so confused still. So what is the answer? Phil Drake, you are right. But Phil, you're right though. When I am a free bird, a free man, when I get behind that steering wheel and I'm driving is the only thing that really helps me with my anxiety if I'm having a good day. I can feel on top of the world. I can go walking. I can go look at the trees. I can go into public places. I even went into the most busiest Apple store in Texas. I was doing these weird... I went to a Louis Vuitton shop or whatnot, and I gone to all these places. I went to a park, and I was walking around enjoying the sights and everything. And then the next day I have a massive panic attack because I didn't leave anywhere. I don't get my body and myself. I don't get anxiety. I just wish I knew what triggered it all. I wish I could find my root cause and get it cured, but I don't know if there is a cure for anxiety. I've been trying to figure this one out. I don't know if there's a cure for anxiety or not. But I noticed that one way to curb anxiety is to travel. For some reason, traveling helps me a lot. Traveling in different states, cities. And I like to travel. I don't know what it is, but I like getting behind a car and I'll just... I took off from New Jersey to Texas like it was nothing. I just went, hon, we're going to get in the car, we're going to go to Texas. Boom. One day later, I was gone. I made the decision the day before and we were out the next morning. Like that, it was like that. It was just like that. Boom. Texas. Out of nowhere. From New Jersey, just straight up to Texas. No stopping. To get gas and food, of course, and relax a little bit. But we really didn't stop anywhere. I mean, we slept for a few hours in Arkansas, but we were out. We were just like, beep, like that. But I just don't understand why, when I'm traveling, I don't have anxiety. But sitting in a safe space, I guess you could say, as the liberals would say, sitting in the safe space, I get more anxiety. Don't use benzos and other medications. They can trigger it. 2 pills are not going to help. How many medications are you on now? I'm on 1 medication. Get rid of everything negative and free yourself from those demons. Only a moral life can free you. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. I just want to feel calm. Like, don't you guys ever just get up and say, I want to feel calm today? And don't you guys ever just want to get up and be like, God damn, it's a beautiful fucking day. Let's go out and do something. Like, I want to be able to go to SeaWorld in San Antonio. But I have too much anxiety. Here's my worry, okay? I know this is really stupid, but I feel like that if I go to SeaWorld, I'm going to have a heart attack. I'm not proud to say that. I'm not proud to admit that. But because I'm out of shape, I'm worried that if I go walking in SeaWorld, I'll have a heart attack and die. Yeah. SeaWorld, Fiesta, Texas, Walmart, HEB. I feel like I'm going to die. Like, I know that I'm going to die. That's how bad my anxiety has gotten over the last, I would say, 3 years. That I literally feel that if I walk into any big box store except Best Buy, I'll die of a heart attack. And that's just it. I'll be dead. Cardiac arrest up in that bitch. Out of nowhere. You can get a heart attack. Oh, come on now. Come on, Phil. Anybody can have a heart attack. But what I'm saying is, it's very irrational that I'm thinking that every single... Like, sometimes I think I'll have a heart attack just by walking. That's very weird. I don't know what that's called in the psychiatry. But I think that's obsessive compulsive. Like, I literally think that sometimes when I walk to my car, I'm going to die of cardiac arrest. Like, I fear it. Like, I'm fearing it as I'm walking. I'm like, oh, what is it going to happen? Am I going to pass out here? Or am I going to pass out at these few steps over here? Or am I going to pass out at a few more steps to the car? Or am I going to pass out after I get in the car, start the car, put it in reverse, and then I'm going to die right there, and then that's it. I'll be dead. Is that anxiety, or is that something more serious? And the reason why I get so anxious about this is because I get a little short of breath when I'm walking up like a hill and stuff. Like, I get short of breath when walking up a hill. And I don't know if that's my heart giving out, or if that's just because I'm out of shape, or if that's normal for people to get out of breath a little bit when walking up a hill. Like a large hill. Like, we're talking, it's pretty fucking steep. I guess this is your average hill. This is like an advanced hill. Like, when I go to a park and I go up the hill, I feel like I'm about to die by the time I get on top of the hill. Okay, but does that necessarily mean that I will die of cardiac issues by being a little short of breath? Okay, but does that mean I will die of cardiac problems just because I walked up a hill? I mean, yeah, I get short of breath, but does that mean I automatically die of cardiac arrest? Yeah, but I literally am huffing and puffing for air sometimes. I know I'm out of shape. I know that's the problem. But I mean, just because I'm huffing and puffing, will I eventually gain my breath back? That's why I get so scared. Your physical activity can cause a soul hurt. Do you feel pain? No, I don't feel pain. I just get short of breath, and then I'm like, like, I have to take deep breaths to get my air back. But I'm not like, like, not like that, of course. But I mean, I'm like, huffing and puffing, thinking I'm gonna die, and then I'm okay within like 30 seconds. I don't know. It might be my heart. I don't know. Maybe I have undiagnosed heart disease. I wouldn't be surprised. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I had heart disease because of all the stress I've been through over the years, causing the high blood pressure spikes I had all through those panic attacks, the constant stress of the anxiety that I had. I wouldn't be surprised because remember, stress is the #1 killer. So I would not be surprised. Train your lungs more. What do you mean by train your lungs? Can you explain that one? I just want to be in shape again, man. I just want to be in shape again. I just... And you know what? If it's my heart, hey, I knew it was going to happen. Like, that... I knew that was going to happen because of all the stress I've been under. But every time that I've gone to the ER room and they've done an echocardiogram, and they've done all this other stuff. I mean, they say it's fine. The rhythm is fine. The blood pressure is okay if I'm not anxious. So I don't know what the problem is. I don't know. One thing that they did say that I have that I'm concerned about too is my lungs don't fully expand like they should. So I don't know if that is causing the problem, and it's not my heart. They said that when they did an MRI or CT scan, they said on one of my lungs it doesn't fully expand, but it doesn't mean it's collapsed. It just doesn't expand as it should. I don't know what that means, but I know that's probably affecting my breathing. It's been like this for years. I just don't know if it's just anxiety, a combination of being out of shape and anxiety, or if it's just being out of shape. Slow inhales and exhale. You know what, guys? Look, I've been going to the treadmill. I've been doing at least 5 minutes a day for the last, I would say, about 2 months now. I just get on the treadmill for 5 minutes and then I'll get off. Like, I'll do it anyway no matter what. Even if I feel short of breath, I'll be like, huffing and puffing and just exercising. But still doing it regardless. I'm tired of feeling anxiety. I just want to feel like a normal human. I beg for it, actually, and I can never feel normal because I'm always worried. Yeah, I know that's not long enough, but I'm very out of shape. So I'm trying to slowly get back in shape. I just want to feel normal again, guys. I just want to feel normal. I just want to wake up one day and just be like, ooh, that was a great sleep. Let me get up. Let me eat something. Let me go exercise. Let me do this and that. I just want to feel normal again. Like, I can't feel normal. It's been years and years and years since I ever felt normal. Just a normal wake up. Like, I woke up normally. I haven't woke up normally in 10 plus years. Like, there's never been a day when I've woke up and I'll be like, ooh, what a fresh day it is today. Like, I've never had that feeling of waking up and feeling great when I wake up. That I've never had that in 10 years. Never. Not one day have I woke up and be like, ooh, what a beautiful morning it is. I've never had that in 10 plus years. I think the last time I remember that was when I was in my own bedroom, and it was just, I woke up feeling happy. But ever since then, it's been 10 years, I have not woken up feeling happy in 10 plus years. Because every day is a struggle with that stupid anxiety. My dreams were violent. My dreams are very violent. And most of them revolve around me dying. So that doesn't help me, obviously. It makes me suffer, actually, a lot. I can't stop the dreams, but sometimes they become so violent I wake up screaming, or I'll wake up like sweaty because of the dream. It was terrible. But like I said, guys, I'll make more videos about this.